aṣóńṣó abẹ́ aṣóńṣó abẹ́ ọ̀dàrà olórí agbẹ́rùlé o.
aṣóńṣó abẹ́
ọ̀dàrà olórí agbẹ́rùlé o.
aṣóńṣó abẹ́
láàlú olórí agbẹ́rùlé o.
aṣóńṣó abẹ́
bàbá mi olórí agbẹ́rùlé o.
aṣóńṣó abẹ́
láàlú tàrẹ wá o.
tàrẹ ṣàṣà tàrẹ wá bá mi.
láàlú tàrẹ wá o.
tàrẹ ṣàṣà tàrẹ wá bá mi.
láàlú tàrẹ wá o.
tàrẹ ṣàṣà tàrẹ wá bá mi.
ọkọ̀ lú tàrẹ wá o.
tàrẹ ṣàṣà tàrẹ wá
ta
bá
ló
mi.
dàpọ̀ nílùú.
èso ọ̀dàrà ló dàpọ̀ nílùú rẹ̀mẹ̀tẹ̀.
ta ló dàpọ̀ nílùú.
èso ọ̀dàrà ló dàpọ̀ nílùú rẹ̀mẹ̀tẹ̀.
tá ń dàpọ̀ nílùú.
èso ọ̀dàrà ló dàpọ̀ nílùú rẹ̀mẹ̀tẹ̀.
ẹni ṣẹbọ lóore.
èṣù
bí ẹni ṣèṣù lóore.
èṣù
bí ẹni ṣẹbọ lóore.
èṣù gbé
ẹni ṣèṣù lóore.
èṣù gbé
yóò gbé o èṣù ni ó gbé yá mi.
yóò gbé o èṣù ní ògbéyà mi.
yóò gbé o èṣù ni ó gbé yá mi.
yóò gbé o èṣù ní ògbéyà mi.
yóò pa o èṣù ni ó pọ̀tá mi.
yóò pa o èṣù ní òpọ̀tà mi.
yóò pa o èṣù ni ó pọ̀tá mi.
yóò pa o èṣù ní òpọ̀tà mi yányán.
alangajiga alangajiga èṣù ó gbé wa o elégbèjàdó.
alangajiga
èṣù ó gbé wa o elégbèjàdó.
alangajiga
a ò rí gún a ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹbọ.
alangajiga
a ò rákàlà a ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣòro.
alangajiga
èṣù ó gbé wa o elégbèjàdó.
alangajiga.
Aboru, Aboye, Abo Shishe, Aboato. Good to see everyone here. Ekaro and Ekabo, we welcome you all here to our Ile Juba Ifa Temple service. We do this every Sunday. We thank you for joining us today. You could be anywhere, but you are here with us. I want to begin with prayer. So, with that, let us start with prayer. Olódùmarè, Ojúbà Ọlọ́run, Ojúbà Ẹlẹ́dà, Ojúbà Olódùmarè, Ojúbà Bọ̀bọ̀ Rómọlẹ̀, Ojúbà Bọ̀ Ìmálẹ̀, Ojúbà Bọ̀ Ègún Tẹ̀mbìlì Olódùmarè, Ojúbà Miss, Mother Delo Sudan, Ojúbà Darson, Ojúbà Basement, Ojúbà Fidelis, Ojúbà Fidelis, Rockin, Ojúbà Dalẹ̀, Ojúbà Dime, Ojúbà Nago, Ojúbà Fipom, Ojúbà Fibuwafis, Ojúbà Kenita, Ojúbà Kiriben, Ojúbà Fidelis, Ojúbà Jensowis, Ojúbà Benino Chino, no block Dennis Augustine Jono Mojuba Bobo Egun Tembili Solomon Mojuba Felipe Garcia Vilmil Ogun Dehi Mojuba Mojuba to all of my elders Mojuba to Ia Catherine Edmonds my mother Mojuba Baba Robert Edmonds my father Mojuba Shola Gore Popola my Oluo Mojuba Ira Wifa Mojuba Osbola Mojuba to all of our elders at this time. Support us. Ashe, Ifawo, please come to our support, come to our rescue. Ifawo Jire, Irete Alaje, Ifa says, Ola Tutu, cool dignity is the name of Ifa. Ola, sweet dignity is the name of Odu. Ola, soft dignity is the name of Oshun. The three of you, when you designed my identity in heaven, you did not design my identity for imprecation chanters to have power to kill me, or for incantation users to kill me, or for spell casters to kill me, or for cutlass wielders to kill me, or for gun trotters to kill me, or for wizards to kill me, or for witches to kill me. Those who do not know, when the three of you designed my identity in Orun, you did not let them have any power over me. Do not let them have power to kill me. The three of you are one Lord. Death does not consume pepper. Any unnatural death that is not from any unnatural death that is caused by man, do not let it come to harm me. Afflictions, do not eat onions. Do not let me be afflicted with any illness throughout my lifetime. Pestilence does not consume a year of spice. Do not let me be afflicted with any pestilence. Do not let me have a stroke. Do not let me be a cripple. Do not let gun trotters, cutlass wielders, spellcasters, don't let them use any of those things against me. For we do not use cutlass to cut a too creeping plant melon seed. Ifa, please let me be given my appropriate respect at all times. The snail is for peace and comfort and softness and harmony. All evil things human beings direct against me, let it be neutralized by my body. For only coolness and peace do we find in Otutu upon Ifa beads. It is the guinea fowl which authorizes for me to have peace of mind. All evil of this world, Ifa, please turn it to peace and convenience for me. Erete Tutu has declared that all evil things shall bow their heads before me. Ifa, please at this time make sure all evil things get out of our way. Support us, ward off all death, sickness, cases, controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses in our fights. Ward off all these evil things from us. Bring forth to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, longevity, prosperity, victory, diversity, peace of mind. Healing, help us to have 7-figure income. Ifa, move my ego out of the way so that we can hear words of Ifa. Ima kami mene ama, ima kami mene ano, ima kami mene adelokun. Itamole tori Ifa alone mi, ebora timpani mi, enembana mi, awon ati Ifa lelejo. Ashe, Ifa, we call on you to continue to ward off all evil things. We call on Oshe Arula. Oshe Torah, can other people too with the stripe of a chameleon is not big enough to just head here. Had I been enough to just head here, I would have taken it home and done my housing. Easy five decorations to Arula. I'm going special mission to Ijebulin. We can't look at this and money. I'm supposed to make it rich. We can't Oshe Arula, so that I will. Oshe Torah, I kick in the baggy side. I stretch up the bench to cast it out for room. When he was to be buying, I share from a little more. If in a war, tells you should be wealthy, you should really be wealthy. I kick in the baggy side, and the Mount 7 awards, I eat by and I share, and the Mount 7 I will. If no one tells you have joy, you should live joy. I kick in the baggy side, and the Mount 7 awards, I zip on and share, and the Mount 7 I will. If no one tells you have victory, surely victory. I kick in the baggy side, and the Mount 7 awards, I zip on and share, and the Mount 7 I will. That's it. May it be so. Surely shall it be. Àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi ò àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Gbogbo tí mo bá màmá wí o, ìlú mọ̀lẹ́ ó bà. Ifá ó bà o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Àṣẹ tí mo dúró, tí mo súré, tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀, tí mo súré, tí mo kúnlẹ̀, tí mo súré, tí mo jókòó, tí mo súré. Ìrètí mọ̀ṣù orí ti bọ́, orí ẹni làrúrẹ̀ ìyá ni ọ̀, orí ẹni làrúrẹ̀ ìyá ni, mojúlómi fà wá mórí, orí ẹni làrúrẹ̀ ìyá ni, bọ̀bọ̀rẹ̀ ṣáájú, Ifá ò bá lọ́rùn, àtìbàjájú. Ifá ò bá lọ́rùn, Oshe Arula, Ifá ti bọ́. Oh Lord, the Mari and the divinities, we ask that you would support us at this time. Ward off all death, ward off sickness, cases, controversy, ward off fight, litigation, losses in our advice from us. Bring forth to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, longevity, prosperity, victory. Heal us at this time. Support us. Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe, Aboto. Good morning. Ekaro, Ekabo. Thank you all for joining us once again. This is Oluo Fakola Dev Idinkai Temple. We welcome you. We welcome you. So before we even begin, I want to ask folks to like and share this message. Share this right now with friends, family, those people who you love, those folks who need to hear this message. So let us begin. Right now, all over the world, men and women are speaking against each other, and women are speaking against men, men are speaking against women, and there's a divide amongst the genders. People are saying we don't need each other. But Ifa recorded something a long time ago that should concern all of us. And in this, there was a time when humanity was even at risk of survival because of the divide between men and women. Ifa reveals a deeper truth, and that truth is that no civilization can rise any higher than its woman. No civilization can rise if they neglect the woman. Why? Well, one, the woman is the first teacher of the children. The woman controls the process by which human beings even get into this world. No civilization can rise without elevation of its women. Let us use Oyekulogbe as Ifa reference. Ifa says, in Oyekulogbe, an old rag is torn at once. A freshly sprouted a freshly sprouted banana leaf does not tear anyhow like cloth. This was the Ifa cast for Olodumare Agotun when he was bringing Nini Benini to earth. He was advised to offer a bow. He complied. In this Odu Ifa, this Ifa tells us about the first human being on earth. And the first human being was a black woman by the name of Nini Benini. And this woman was created by Olodumare. What do I mean? Nini Benini bypassed the river of blood. She bypassed the river of dye. All these are essential factors and parts of the labor and delivery process. When the water breaks, that is the river of dye. When labor is happening and childbirth is occurring, that is the river of blood. Ifa says that Nini Benini bypassed both of these. And what does that mean? It means that Nini Benini was created, literally manufactured, not by the Irumole, not by the Orisha, but by Almighty God. Nini Benini came into existence at the age of about 15 years old. She was already past puberty. She was born with all the eggs that she would ever have in life. Roughly, at that time, she had probably about 500,000 eggs at puberty. At birth, a female child is born with at least 1 to 2 million eggs. What is this telling us? These are the eggs that they will all have in their lifetime. They don't regenerate eggs. Women are born with at least 1 to 2 million. The physical component here alone shows us that women are born physically and spiritually equipped, more equipped than even men. The name Nini Benini, her name in and of itself, meant a being in the likeness of Eniyan. Oduduwa was known as Eniyan Enitimoyan, he whom I have especially chosen. So if there were no humans on the earth and there were only divinities, this woman was created by Olodumare to be the divine wife of the Irumole Oduduwa. And through her, Oduduwa would be able to actualize his destiny of being the progenitor of humanity. Nini Benini gave birth to 8 sets of twins with Oduduwa. And these twins became the first human beings to inhabit the earth. All of these human beings were the seed of human and Irumole DNA. So it is important to note that Oduduwa was able to manifest his destiny through a woman. A divinity manifested their destiny to a woman. Now, ain't she important? Today, many of us are finding it hard to find solace and togetherness. On the internet, we tear each other down. Thousands of years ago, Ifa recorded something horrifying. And that horrifying truth was that humanity almost didn't exist as a result of the refusal to include women. In the Odu Ifa Oshe Torah, Ifa mentions that the Irumole were organized on the earth. They came to the earth to make the earth habitable for humanity. The Irumole came and they organized the earth. They made beads, they made brass, they built civilization. But at a certain point, they excluded Oshun. And when they excluded Oshun from the happenings, when they denied her importance, rain stopped. Bitterness filled the earth and nothing succeeded. We'll focus on that. There's more to the story, but let's just focus on the exclusion of Oshun. When women are excluded from power, the world stops. That's what this Ifa is saying. Oshun represents feminine intelligence, emotional wisdom, and relational power, and even harmony. When we look at Oshun, Oshun is also represented by the river. River is fresh water. We can't drink salt water. All human civilizations were structured and situated around a river. When we look at the Fertile Crescent, where science says the majority of humanity first sprang up, that includes the Nile River, that includes the Tigris and the Euphrates. All we're saying is that these areas are where life springs. It is no secret that Oshun is represented by the river. Without Oshun, civilization fails. Without fresh water, there is no civilization. Without Oshun, there is no life. Let us analyze even deeper. Let's look at the Odu Ifa. Idingbe Ifa says the big Yungun tree is that which wears a crown. The big snake does not wander about with its offspring in search of food. The palm fronds drop down and reveal their scattered mouth tips. These were Ifa's messages for Orunmila when his awo told him that he needed not offer ebo. Neither should he perform any rites. He only needed to proceed back to heaven unceremoniously. Otun on the right, the awo of the inhabitants of Abatan. Osi on the left, the awo of Aboshishe. Both right and left do not perform their ebo without being accepted. Both right and left hand do not perform ebo without being endorsed. They perform Ifa works for Ashewele, who was also known as Omokunrin Depenu. Even if curses and negative spells are cast on an awo, they will surely amount to naught. Àṣẹmọlẹ́rẹ̀ dẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹnu, àṣẹmọlẹ́rẹ̀ dẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹnu. If curses and negative spells are cast on an owl, they shall never be effective. Àṣẹmọlẹ́rẹ̀ dẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹnu, àṣẹmọlẹ́rẹ̀ dẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹnu. Be it curses and spells, they cannot have any effect on me. Àṣẹmọlẹ́rẹ̀ dẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹnu, àṣẹmọlẹ́rẹ̀ dẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹnu. Who made you a king? Orisha Oke. She was the one who made me a king. Orisha Oke. Who made you a proud mother? Igbagbo. If I was the one who made me a proud mother. Igbagbo. So let me tell the story. In this Ifa, Orunmila had been told that he could not perform any ritual. He could not perform any rites to essentially save his earthly life. So he was going around, and as he was going around the community, he was carrying his possessions. All he had was 600 cowries and one she-goat. These were all his worldly possessions. And what he was doing is he was going around saying his goodbyes. So he headed to the home of his best friend, and he told him, I'm leaving. I'm going back to heaven unceremoniously. I'm telling you goodbye. I'm going to go to sleep, and when I wake up, I'm gone. And in some renditions of this Odu, they say that Orunmila was crying, and his friend was crying, and they were going through the world crying. And as this happened, Orunmila met with Arukoyalegun Odiosa Osa Oke, Orishoke. This woman saw Orunmila. And when we see elders within our community who are distraught, who are crying, this in some level is a taboo. Why? It is a taboo because as we see those things, we see the person who supports our community, who we go to when we have no hope, and they are crying. It is a symbol as if they have no hope. So what happens when the elders are crying? She looked at Orunmila and she was like, whoa, Baba, what's going on? What is the problem? And Orunmila told her that he had consulted Ifa, and it was advised for him not to offer any abo, not to do any ritual, just to go straight to Orun, go straight to heaven. And Orishoke asked him to tell her what Ifa was cast for him. And Orunmila said the Odu was Idingbe. She asked him to go back to his house. She told Orunmila that it was time for him to be bestowed with a title and an honor by his ancestors. She predicted for Orunmila that he would be bestowed with the title of Alakotum. She then advised him to go back and bring me one she-goat and bring me 600 units of cowries. Orunmila then complied. He went back home and got his cowries and his she-goat. But as he was doing as she was performing the ebo for Orunmila, Orunmila looked down and his snuff container fell from his cap and his opele was kept there. When the opele hit the ground, it was Odi Be. And he looked at Iya and he said, you have never conceived or given birth to any child before. He told her that she would become a proud mother if she too could procure one she-goat and 600 units of money. So she offered Ebo for him, and he then offered Ebo for her. Once this occurred, Orunmila went back, and as he arrived, he was then bestowed a title. And as he was bestowed with this great title and honor of the Alakotun, then there were people who came, people who were so-called friends, and they decided, oh, let me get the ashe, and they started chewing on cola nuts and using their ashe. It was 6 of them, and they started chanting, and they were not chanting blessings on Orunmila. They were chanting curses on Orunmila, that he would die, that he would not amount to anything. And these 6 enemies were at the bestowal of the title. Orunmila then remembered what Orisha Oke said, and he then started chanting, Ashe molere depenu. Imprecation chanters will have no power on me. Ashe molere depenu. He started chanting this and neutralized the power of his enemies. Within 1 year, Orunmila became a very high-level priest and a very important chief within that community. Next, Orisha Oke, within the same year, she got pregnant and had a baby. After that year, both of them were remembering what the other had shared with each other, and they were rushing to meet with each other on the same day. And as they were rushing to meet each other, from Orunmila coming from his town, Orisha Oke coming from her town, they ended up bumping into each other at the 3-road crossroads. And they sang and danced as they recounted what they had been through. Ifa is speaking so powerfully here. Imagine this. The patron saint of Ifa, so to speak, the great Irumole Orunmila, was blessed by the wisdom of a woman. He too had his destiny manifested through the wisdom of a woman. In this Odu-Ifa, Orunmila was saved by an Ianifa who knew Ifa very well. We cannot deny the importance of women. Let us look at Irete Atenirosu. Ifa says, Saworo Jingbini Odi Jingbini Saworo. Ifa's message for Orunmila when going to marry Janjasa, his wife. He was advised to offer Ebo. Saroro Jingbini Odi Jingbini Saworo. Ifa's message for Orunmila when his wife Janjasa was snatched away from him. He was advised to offer Ebo. He complied. Now, Saworo Jingbini Odi Jingbini, who has hidden Janjasan away from me? This Ifa is very interesting. Why? In this Odu, Irete Irosun, Atenirosun, Janjasan, the wife of Orunmila, literally packed her things and left. She packed Orunmila, and Orunmila loved Janjasan. He didn't want her to go, and he did not understand completely why she left. He went for Ifa consultation, and the Babalawo told him that he needed to do what she likes. He needed to do what she likes. The only way Orunmila would be able to bring his wife back is to woo her with music and dancing because those were the things that his wife loved and enjoyed. He needed to get flowers. He needed to sing songs. He needed to entice her and show her the love that she needed. That was how Orunmila got his wife back. You cannot force a woman back into love. This Ifa also is telling us other important things. If Orunmila went to get Janjasan, if he went and prayed for Janjasan to come back, if he was offering Ebo for her to come back and doing whatever she needed for him to do, doesn't that say that she was important? In this importance, what Ifa is telling us also in Ate Nirosum is that the most important decision that a man can make is who he chooses to marry. Choosing the wrong spouse can take years off of your life, and whatever has taken you a lifetime to build can be destroyed in an instant by choosing the wrong spouse. The right partner will build your destiny, and the wrong partner will destroy it. One of the greatest blessings in life is choosing the right woman. So as we close, let us look at Ogbelara. Ifa says, a versatile Babalao is he who imprints on the Ifa tray. A versatile herbalist is he who who consults Osan by pressing the chest of that Osan with his hand. A versatile or Batala priest is he who dangles the Ajija gong this way and dangles it that way. They were the ones who cast Ifa for Orunmila when planning to know the secret of the world. He was advised to offer Ebo. He complied. Before long, not too far, join us in the midst of Ire. In this Ifa, Orunmila wanted to know the secret of the world. And he was told to offer Ebo. He went for Ifa consultation and he was trying to figure out why some people were rich, why other people were poor, why people had resources, why other people had long life, why people had short lives. What was the key to this conundrum? He went for Ifa consultation. The Babalao told him, offer Ebo to learn the secret. And the Ebo is one she-goat. And you open it up, make your pwese with the she-goat after we offer this Ebo, and then you place it by a big tree. And after you do that, Orunmila, I want you to go hide in the bushes. So he offered his Ebo, and he went and put the Ebo by a large tree. And then Orunmila went and hid in the bushes. He hid in the bushes. The sun went down. It went past midnight. Orunmila almost fell asleep. And then, by the time of about 3, 4 in the morning, a very tall, statuesque woman appeared. And she came and began to consume that offering that Orunmila had left. After that, she then said, Orunmila, I see you. Come out of your hiding place. He came out and he began to talk to her. He said, well, I came because I wanted to learn the secret of the world. And she then began to recant. The secret of the world is women. If you want success, you will pay homage to women. You can't have successful business without women. You cannot have children without women. You cannot give birth to nation without women. You can't have civilization without women. If you want to be successful, you will cater your music, you will cater your advertisements, you will cater your work towards women. Women tend to be the ones who spend the most money. Women are the keys to the marketplace. Women hold the keys to not only the marketplace on earth, but on the marketplace which is earth, and coming from earth, from heaven into the marketplace. Women hold those keys. If you want success, speak life into women. Ifa is saying women are part of the secret of life. So, today, in this day and time, we are watching the same mistakes happen that happened back in the days. Men are angry at women, women are angry at men. Families are collapsing, birth rates are declining, and loneliness is rising. Ifa had warned us, when women are dishonored, when women are excluded, when women are wounded, the world stops working productively. Humanity does not survive through domination. Humanity survives through balance. Because civilization cannot rise any higher than its women. Aboru Aboye, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for liking and sharing. I have a few announcements. Today is Oshe Ifa, so we'll be doing Oshe Ifa rituals. Along with that, I want to ask folks, if you are interested in what we are doing, please support the movement. Please support this process, which is the Idinka Ifa Temple service. We have various programs. We have the Omawo program. If you're interested in that, please join. We're here in McDonough, Georgia, which is pretty much 30 miles from Atlanta, Georgia. If you all are interested in learning more, please feel free to communicate with us. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Abora Boy. All right, so let us close with prayer. Olodumare, we thank you for life, health, strength, food, clothing, and shelter. We ask you to continue to ward off death, ward off sickness, cases, controversies, ward off fights, litigation, losses, and our advice from us. Please move negativity out of the way from us so that we can manifest our highest and greatest good, so we can manifest our destiny. Help us to find, follow, and fulfill our destiny. And also, through that process, recognize the importance of women and the importance of humanity. Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe, Aboto. Thank you all once again, and we will see you next